Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. My name is Tiffany and this is Small Town 6. Today I'm sharing with you a collaboration with my good friend Tamra over on Southern Wife Everyday Life. She has an awesome channel with lots of cooking related content, day in the lives, weekly grocery hauls, things like that. So when you get done with my channel, I hope you'll go check hers out. I'm going to put the link down in the description box. Today we've put together a collaboration of some breakfast items. She's got about 3 items that she's putting in her video and I've got 3 in mine, and it's going to be a whole bunch of different things. I've got really sweet breakfast things, stuff that your kids will probably love. It might be too sweet to make all in the same week like I did, but I guarantee you will love all these recipes. Today I am going to make something with my most favorite item ever, Oreos. I am going to make the knockoff IHOP Oreo Pancakes. They had them last year at Christmas, maybe even this year, and I've always wanted to try them but never got a chance to. So pancakes are one of my favorite things ever, and Oreos are at the very top of my list. So I'm going to share a recipe. This will be my first time making this, so hopefully this turns out right, but I don't know if you can really go wrong with Oreos. Okay, what we're gonna need today is you're gonna need 1 cup of buttermilk pancake mix. I always get this now from Sam's Club, this humongous 10-pound bag, because it's like $7 there, maybe $6, something super cheap and inexpensive. We're gonna need 2/3 a cup of water also, because it's gonna go in with the mix. It says 10 Oreos and then additional ones for topping. 1/2 cup of powdered sugar. Gonna need 1 to 2 tablespoons of milk. I've got these little mini jugs here. Gonna need 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Gonna need let's see, whipped cream and sprinkles if you want to go that route. I'm not gonna add all that with mine because it's already super sweet, and my other recipes this week you'll see were really sweet too. But we're gonna get started with this. Now this one that I'm doing, I'm probably going to double it because this says that these ingredients only make 6 to 7 small pancakes, and there's 6 of us in this family, and I know kids are going to want them in the morning, so I'm probably going to double this, maybe even triple it, but we'll see how the first batch starts out. Guys, don't judge this griddle. This griddle is, we got this for our wedding gift. It's been everywhere with us camping. We take it to make breakfast. It's been everywhere, and we've been married coming up on 16 years. So this thing has still worked. It was nothing fancy, but it works great. So I'm just gonna use a griddle to make the pancakes, because when I do them in a pan, it makes a mess. First thing we're gonna do is take a cup of the pancake mix and mix it with the 2/3 a cup of water. Okay, now we're gonna stick this onto the griddle. It says scoop it by 1/4 a cup onto the griddle. This looks kind of doughy, so I might add a little extra water to this. Okay, I'm going to add the Oreos into just a little bag and break them up. And then we're gonna scoop this onto the griddle, and we're gonna add the crushed Oreo pieces on top of them. Okay, now in a separate bowl, we're going to combine a half a cup of powdered sugar, 1 to 2 tablespoons of milk, and a half a teaspoon of vanilla. Okay guys, that is all of it. Just made the pancakes, poured that glaze over it, and then I've sprinkled some extra Oreos because, you know, you need more Oreos in life. Okay guys, today I'm going to be sharing with you my go-to recipe I've been making for years. It's called French toast casserole. It is delicious. I make it on Christmas morning, and I make it for all kinds of other stuff. So, easy. You can soak this stuff overnight, or you can, usually I don't do that. Usually I just go ahead and cook it after I start mixing it together. But a lot of people say to soak it overnight and it absorbs it better. Whatever. A lot of times you don't have time for that. So, go ahead and tell you what you need. You need a loaf of French bread cut into 1-inch cubes. I'm just going to take this Italian bread. I'm just going to rip it into pieces. You need 8 eggs, 3 cups of milk. Need 4 teaspoons of sugar. Need 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Need some salt. Need 2 tablespoons of butter, 3 tablespoons of sugar, and 2 teaspoons of ground cinnamon. And what we're gonna do is rip this bread up and put it into a greased 13 by 9-inch pan. And don't judge the nasty stains on this pan. This is my heavy duty one that I've used for years. Now we're going to add 8 eggs into this bowl, and we're going to add 3 cups of milk, 4 teaspoons of sugar, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And we're going to mix it all together, and then we're going to pour it over the bread. Now we're going to take that egg mixture and pour it over this and let it soak. If you were going to let it soak overnight, you would just pour that on there and just let it sit in your fridge covered overnight. But I'm not going to. I'm going to go ahead and bake it. So I'm going to preset my oven for 350. This will bake about 50 minutes in the oven. So I'm going to go ahead and add it, and I'm going to go ahead and bake it so it's done for the morning. Okay, now I'm going to put little drops of butter over the top of this. It says 2 tablespoons worth. Just add little dots of butter over the top of your casserole. And then we will put the cinnamon sugar mixture. Now in a bowl you can mix 3 tablespoons of sugar with 2 teaspoons of cinnamon if you want to. But I've already got cinnamon sugar on hand mixed, which is basically the same thing. So I'm just gonna go and sprinkle this over it. Okay, now I'm going to cover this with some foil and I'm gonna bake it at 350 for 45 to 50 minutes. And then it should be good. We'll serve it with syrup in the morning for breakfast. Now it's done. Look at that. Perfect. It's moist and perfect, and it will be great in the morning with some syrup poured over it. See how moist that is. It's all layered. Perfect. Served with some syrup. Okay guys, today I'm going to share with you a super sweet, yummy recipe. It's cinnamon roll casserole. It is something I make also on Christmas morning if I don't do the French toast one. So what you're gonna need is a ton of sugar. What you're gonna need is 2 cans of cinnamon rolls. Need a stick of butter, or equal to 1/2 cup melted, 1/3 cup of sugar, 2 eggs, 3/4 of heavy whipping cream, or you can sub it out for half and half. It works the same. 3 teaspoons of cinnamon, 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg. You'll need 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. And then in the original recipe, people put 1/2 cup of chopped pecans. I don't like pecans, so I never include those into my recipe. And then also you're going to use the icing that's in these packages. But feel free to sub out for generic cinnamon rolls. It works just the same. So we'll go ahead and get started. Okay, we're going to preheat the oven to 350. And then we're going to spray our cooking spray on a 13 by 9 inch pan. And don't mind how old and yucky this pan is. It works great. Then we're going to come over to a bowl, take the stick of melted butter, and we're going to combine it with 1/3 cup of sugar and mix it together. Now we're going to add in the 3/4 cup of the heavy cream, or half and half. I'm going to add in the cinnamon, the nutmeg, and the vanilla, and beat that together with the eggs in the same bowl. Now I'm going to take the cinnamon rolls, I'm going to lay them on a plate and cut them into 4s, and then we are going to dip them into the batter and place them into the pan. gonna bake in the oven at 350 for 35 to 40 minutes on a low rack. Okay, casserole's done. I just heated the cinnamon roll icing up for like 10 seconds because it's my husband's trick. I like to do it the old-fashioned way and just spread it with a knife, but he always likes to melt it and just drizzle it over to make things easier. So that's what we're gonna do now. It's all done baking. It took about 35 minutes. There you go, guys. Cinnamon roll casserole. I don't think there's a kid or a parent that wouldn't eat that unless you just don't like cinnamon rolls for some reason. But it is super delicious and sweet, and we'll serve it probably with a side of fruit, or you can cook it with bacon or whatever you want to go with it. It's good just on its own too. I don't have words to tell you how good this is. It is amazing. So you gotta try this recipe, guys. Okay guys, that's gonna be all for this video. I hope you will enjoy these 3 recipes, share it with your kids. I made all 3 of these in 1 week and my kids were bouncing off the walls, needless to say. So I don't recommend that, but you gotta try these. A lot of these, 2 of my recipes are Christmas ones that I always make every year, or holiday ones. And I'm gonna add these Oreo ones to my list too now. But I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you'll give me a big thumbs up. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. Or if you know someone that you think might enjoy this type of content, please share it with them. And when you get done with my video, please go give Tamara some love over on her channel, Southern Wife Everyday Life. And I'll see you guys next time. Thanks, bye.